3 steps to eliminate bottlenecks and boost efficiency overnight. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk about real-world solutions for manufacturing and operations leaders who are tired of firefighting and ready to actually get results. Today we're digging into 3 steps to eliminate bottlenecks and boost efficiency, literally overnight. No fluff, no gimmicks, just practical actions you can take starting today to clear the log jams that are costing you time, money, and maybe even your sanity. The single biggest problem with bottlenecks in manufacturing and operations isn't just the slowdown itself. It's the hidden cost behind the slowdown. Every bottleneck multiplies into overtime costs, increased scrap or rework, late deliveries and angry customers, burned out employees who are constantly chasing the problem instead of doing their job. According to research from the Manufacturing Institute, companies lose between 20 and 30% of their production capacity each year due to inefficiencies like bottlenecks. That's like leaving 1 out of every 4 machines sitting idle while you pay full overhead. And here's the kicker. Bottlenecks just don't show up on the shop floor. They also creep into scheduling, supply chain management, and even approvals from leadership. The system is only as fast as the slowest step, and too many leaders underestimate just how much that one choke point is bleeding them dry. If you're experiencing bottlenecks, you recognize the symptoms instantly. You're missing delivery deadlines, even when the schedule looks doable on paper. Employees stand around waiting for parts, approvals, or instructions. You're constantly juggling priorities because one job always seems to hold everything else hostage. The symptom is this: your throughput is unpredictable. Some weeks you crush it, other weeks you're behind on everything. And the only difference is where the bottleneck flares up. That unpredictability creates a culture of firefighting instead of planning. Now, here's where most companies go wrong. They try to throw more resources at the bottleneck and add overtime, hire more people, or buy more equipment. Or they shift the schedule constantly, trying to work around the bottleneck instead of fixing it. And on paper, those seem like logical solutions. But here's the problem. They're just Band-Aids. So why don't those fixes work? Because bottlenecks aren't just a capacity issue. They're usually a process issue. Think of it like traffic. If you have a 3-lane highway that suddenly narrows to 1 lane, adding more cars doesn't fix it. It just creates a bigger jam. Overtime leads to fatigue, which leads to more mistakes. Hiring more people in the wrong process just increases the complexity. Buying equipment that isn't integrated with upstream and downstream processes just creates a new bottleneck somewhere else. That's why most leaders feel like they're playing whack-a-mole. They fix one slowdown and another pops up immediately. They never attack the root cause. All right, so here's the good news. There's a simple framework you can use to actually move the needle and to start eliminating bottlenecks tonight. It comes down to 3 practical steps. Step 1, map the flow. Take one product line, one customer order, or one key process and map it from start to finish. Don't get fancy. Just use some sticky notes or a whiteboard. Identify every step and how long it takes. 9 times out of 10, your bottleneck will leap off the page because one step always takes longer or requires waiting on somebody else. Step 2, elevate the constraint. Once you've spotted the bottleneck, shift resources intelligently toward it. That might mean cross-training people to cover the bottleneck, dedicating a float worker, or adjusting upstream processes so they don't overload it. Think, how do I keep the step running as close to 100% uptime as possible? Step 3, protect the flow. Finally, build a buffer around the bottleneck. If it's a machine, make sure it has priority for maintenance. If it's approvals, set a strict turnaround time for that stage. If it's materials, build a mini inventory buffer so the bottleneck is never waiting. When you do these three things, efficiency skyrockets. Even modest improvements can boost throughput by 10 to 20% in weeks, according to Lean Enterprise Institute studies. And because you're fixing the system, not just patching the symptom, you'll see results stick. So to recap, the real problem isn't the bottleneck. It's the hidden cost it creates. The biggest symptom is unpredictability in firefighting. Most people throw more resources at the problem, which just shifts the pain. The real solution is to map the flow, elevate the constraint, and protect the flow. Do these three things, and you'll see bottlenecks disappear and efficiency rise, sometimes literally overnight. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more operations insights, and drop a comment below. What's the biggest bottleneck in your business right now? Thanks for watching. And remember, fixing bottlenecks isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter.